What's up troops, Smiley13 here, and today we're going to talk about vandalism. Like other animals, humans also like to mark their territory, but unlike dogs, instead of pissing on things, some humans like to write their name everywhere they go in permanent markers or permies. Before we get into things though, let's go for 500 likes again, and be sure to subscribe so your windows don't get smashed tonight after watching this video. I won't lie to you, we've all done things we're not proud of, but I was a wee bit of a vandal when I was younger. I like to menchie things quite a bit. And for those who don't know what a menchie is, I guess in the real world of graffiti it's called a tag. Basically it's just me writing Marley in the most unrecognisable font ever made. But aye, menchies, everyone had a menchie in school. It seemed everyone thought they were the fucking menchie Picasso. Every school jotter they had would be plastered in them. Had their maths jotter looking like a fucking scrapbook. And I guarantee beside the menchies and the occasional algebra equation, there'd be a bunch of these classic letter S things dotted around the thing. Why the fuck was making those so popular? It's not even as if I could fit them into my name and yet I still practiced them. Should have fucking learned how to do the rest of the alphabet in that style. But aye, you've got folk who just want to write their names in fancy ways and mark their territory, so to speak, or make people think, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you've got cunts who just want to write on walls, Ryan shags Dougs or something like that. There always seemed to be that one dedicated bench or desk for folk to write shit on. The thing would just be an explosion of shit graffiti and the occasional phone number someone would leave there for folk to pranky. For some reason as well, teenage boys just love to draw cocks on things. I mean, these can vary from a very simple 3-bump thing fucking drawn onto steamed up windows to a full fucking veiny 2-page spread mural of a cock. You know, for a time when unfortunately every boy is like, I'm no gay, I'm a pure shagger, there's an awful lot of cocks being drawn. At the point when you're spending 10 minutes getting the pube detail looking right, then it's probably time to have a word. When you go to the toilets though, that's when the fucking real proper artwork comes out on display. Some of the world's most amazing artists and prolific poets operate in public toilets, it would seem. I mean, just a quick Google search for toilet graffiti and you're met with 1 out of 5 stars, I would not pee here again. And of course you've also got, on the 5th day the Lord spoke, let there be lobster cock. Now, I for one think it's a terrible shame that such artistic prowess can only be admired via a shitty, smelly public toilet. But as they say, if you want the rainbow you've got to put up with the rain, or if you want the art you've got to put up with the shit stains. Scottish graffiti as well is a whole different ballgame, I would say. When you think of graffiti you think of big fancy murals, huge colourful works of art, but no. We've got Boris Johnson as a pure fanny, and Yenty Pitbull hen, and of course young team menchies. The place wouldn't be complete without them. Young team menchies are a good indicator of where the battle lines have been drawn. When you start to see CYT merging into FYT, you know you're crossing the metaphorical young team border. I mentioned at the start of the video how I was a bit of a vandal at one point, and it was basically just what I've been talking about, menchies and that, but there was this one time where I was like, oh, it'd be cool to spray paint something, but of course you need to be 16 or I might actually be 18 to buy spray paint, so I had to settle for the next best thing. Silly string. That's right, I silly stringed my way into immortality. I fucking wrote my initials in silly string on this bridge. And what are the chances of this, right? I wrote it on a bridge where a lot of folk were actually spray painting stuff. It's fucking silly string, so I was like, what are the chances of this even being here for longer than a day? But lo and behold, the council decided to paint the bridge the day after that with fucking heavy duty paint, and then going over my daft silly string initials, it stuck there forever. It's been up there for about 6 or 7 years now. I always make a point to have a wee look at it when I'm walking over that bridge, just admire it, be proud of myself. I don't know if any of you ever played an old obscure PS2 game called Mark Echo's Getting Up, but about 5 years after playing that game I felt like I had done my bit. That's about as far as I went though as far as vandalism goes. I wouldn't ever smash windows or that. Fuck that. I mean that just seems a bit pointless. I think graffiti in that, as long as it looks good and isn't on someone's fucking house, then it's not really causing too much of a problem in my opinion. I may or may not have egged a couple windows though in my time, and maybe wrapped a few swing sets. Does that count as vandalism? Anyway, that's all for today. If you leave a like and let me know if you want to hear any more story types of videos, I think that could be pretty good. Of course, let me know your opinions on vandalism and suggest any more topics for me to cover in the future. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.